GHB, gamma hydroxybutyrate. In terms of neurotoxicity and effects in the body, it's actually one of the safest because it breaks down into carbon dioxide and water. It's something that actually naturally occurs in our bodies already. But when you buy it as a drug, it can be bought as crystals and powder and then diluted, but most often you're going to get a viscous fluid, and then you would typically shoot a bit or mix it in with some juice. In smaller doses, it can act like alcohol in a way. It's kind of just a relaxing, happy buzz. Depending on context and setting, again, and environment, it can be a hypersexual drug for some people. Other people will have kind of spasms and they'll sit there and jerk, and that's just a sign they're doing too much. Some people think, well, it's a depressant drug, so if they've done too much, we should give them some meth or some coke to counteract it. That's just not helpful. The body's already dealing with too much of one drug. Adding another drug is not actually a good idea. It's so important with GHB to measure your doses. You cannot eyeball that stuff. You should have a millimeter syringe and practice measuring how much you do, because the difference with most drugs, you can just do a bit more, do a bit more, do a bit more to get a higher effect. But with G, we call the dose response curve, it goes right up like this, so just even a little bit more can put you over the edge. So you have to be very careful measuring your doses. It will slow your breathing, it'll slow your heart rate, and that's where the danger of that drug lies. If you do too much of it and you pass out, there's a couple of concerns. You can pass out and vomit, aspirate, and choke on your vomit and choke yourself to death. Or your breathing may slow to the point that your heart stops. And you could enter into a coma, or you just die from a GHB overdose. It's so important to measure those doses, space them out, and watch for people who are struggling when they're G'd out, to make sure that their breathing is okay and that they're in that recovery position in case they vomit.